Springtime in Michigan. Birds are chirping, the skies are blue, the bees are off pollinating all the trees, and well, the trees are popping out apple blossoms. My name's Casey, and I work with Blake Farms. Let's talk about some apple blossoms. So a fun fact about the apple blossom is that it's actually the state flower of Michigan. Now every year these little flowers will come in these pink and white clusters here, and you'll see when the sun comes out, they explode into some beautiful white and pink flowers. So what you're seeing on this branch right here is all of the little buds that have been showing up for the last couple weeks. And this is kind of cool because all these young buds are going to become all of these beautiful flowers and create what is probably one of the prettiest trees I've seen in a long time. So each of these flowers has 5 petals, and you'll see that each of these clusters has about 5 flowers that will bloom into little apple blossoms. What they do is they have this beautiful little apple scent that attracts all the insects, which helps with pollination. So behind me, you're gonna see a very active beehive. This time of year when all the blossoms are popping, they fly around from tree to tree, flower to flower, pollinating our apples. It's the most important job on the farm, if you ask me. So each of these trees and each of these rows is a different variety. And in order to cross-pollinate all of these trees, the insects will need to go from one type of tree, one variety, to another, which is why we put them in rows next to each other. Some trees are capable of self-pollinating, like the Braeburn and the Golden Delicious, but they always work better with a neighbor of a different variety. That creates a better fruit and a much better crop. So once these blossoms are pollinated by the bees, you'll see that they'll start to produce fruit. Now, not all of these blossoms will produce fruit because not all of them will get pollinated, but those that do, they'll be producing green little spheres pretty soon that will grow into those red and green and yellow apples that we love so very much here on the farm. So apple blossoms, as beautiful as they are also very, very delicate. If they bloom too soon and we get a frost, it can be very dangerous for the apple crop. So that's why we have fans like this one over my shoulder. What we do with those is we turn them on if we get too cold of weather after these beautiful flowers come out, and it helps move the air and keep them from dying. So we wait all winter long to get through the cold weather, and these blossoms are more than just apples on their way. It symbolizes summertime finally being here, a good reason to get outside. So make sure you go out, find yourself an apple tree, and stop and smell the flowers. See you soon.